goal is a value that you pursue. If you are successful, if you see this beautiful woman and you are attracted to her and you get to know her and she's not that smart, then you'll find a way that, you'll find out that you're not that attracted. And then you find another person and she is amazing. And then she becomes a value, right? And then you end up marrying her and having kids with her. She's an enormous value. And you need to continue to pursue that value. As we know, you have to maintain and sustain relationships. It's a spiritual trade. And that people don't like to equate love and relationship and sex to trade. But it is exactly the same thing. I'm just looking out to the world as a valuer. What do I love about this? And I go and pursue this. If it could be my wife and my relationship with her, it could be my business partner and how we succeed in making more money. For me, it's all the same. Look at the squirrel. I mentioned the squirrel before, right? What is he trying to do?
Survive, but
more, collect enough nuts and mate and create really the nicest hole they can find in a tree. They're pursuing their own values, and they are programmed, if you will, by nature to go and pursue those values. The thing about humans is that we're not coming to this world programmed. This is why philosophy is so important. It's like our operating system. If you have an operating system which aligns with reality and how the nature of our consciousness and the nature of reality and the relationship between them, you'll be very successful. And that brings me to the second thing, which is one is finding your values, and second, how to go achieve it. And she developed a whole system of morality, which could be reduced to principles to live your life. Have integrity, treat people with justice, be an independent thinker, be rational, be productive, give a lot of attention to your productive work, but this is a huge source of self-esteem and happiness. And that code of morality, I think, was proven in the American system to work. And people thrive and create, and they don't create for someone else. This is where I don't like...
They create for themselves.
Exactly. That's what it is. I think when people talk to me about, Rand and philosophy, I said, look, the first thing I care about is myself and you. And the question is, do you know how to live life? Are you happy? By the way, if you're super happy and fulfilled and everything's working, just continue to do what you're doing. But a lot of people have issues with anxiety and lack of self-esteem and issues, and they don't understand why things just don't align in their head and a lot of contradictions. That tells you have a problem. I think it's a philosophical problem. But as you can see, I'm very passionate about the application of philosophy, specifically objectivism, into one's life.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about the trade before. The Ayn Rand detractors would say, those objectivists, aren't they just so selfish and self-centered? But like you gave the example and talked about romantic relationships, is it a quid pro quo? Is it all a value for value trade? Is that really what it is? Or just elaborate on that a little bit.
Yes. What else is there? Let me ask you, what else?
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I agree.
With my wife, let's take I trade value for value with her. She's amazing. She's beautiful and she's life-loving and she's benevolent and she's an interior designer. I love everything about it. The reason why, I was concerned about noises around because she's fixing our house now and I'm excited about it. I am getting something from her. And I am the center of the universe, meaning she is very valuable to me because of me. She's not valuable to you because you don't know her.
Right.
And so what is selfishness? You have one life to live. It's going to end pretty soon. And you need to make the most out of it. And you need to care about this thing. So Ayn Rand defines selfishness in a specific way. And most people